running into is women that are out to get you, it's probably because you're leading with your money or you're leading with your penis, and you're talking to girls who are not going to value you because you have nothing to be valued. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. So we are here for another episode of Sisterly Sentiments. So, I know everyone by now has probably saw the interview with Nicki Minaj and Kevin Samuels. I have not seen the whole interview. I refuse to watch the whole interview unless somebody small puts it on their channel. But I am not going over there to Kevin's channel, and I don't know if Nicki has a channel, but if she does, I'm definitely not going over there to hers. Anyway, Nicki had addressed something, and I thought it was a good angle. So I was like, let's go ahead and talk about this. So she allowed Kevin to come on her show, and they were talking, and then he kind of, I think he struck a nerve, or he said something, and she was just sitting there like, SMH. So the good sis Nick let him finish what he was saying, and then Nicki Minaj was like, listen, black women, what is going on? I'm seeing y'all all over TikTok. Y'all are begging men to want you and desire you and love you and this and that and all this other crazy stuff. Get your stuff together. Don't worry about these men. You know, F these dudes. And the reason she was saying it is because of the way that Kevin was making it seem like he and other men like him are men that should be chased and desired, which I want to want my partner as much as I want my partner to want me. So I am someone that believes that you are a prize. If my man's not a prize, why would I want him? Like, and he has to know that I'm a prize. Otherwise, he's not going to do what it takes to keep me. So I have to be a prize to him just as he has to be a prize to me. I think it's mutually exclusive. So then we're just good, a good couple. But when you have so many of these like fake gurus out here giving advice and they're working from a place of hurt, a lot of times they're out here telling these guys the wrong things, and they're looking at it like, it's like a get her before she gets you type of mindset. And I'm like, if that's how you're going into dating, you don't need to be dating, because it shouldn't be that. Like, not every woman is out to get a guy. If all you're running into is women that are out to get you, it's probably because you're leading with your money or you're leading with your penis, and you're talking to girls who are not going to value you because you have nothing to be valued. So they're doing what they're supposed to do. And it goes the same way with women. If every man that you meet is like, all he wants to do is sleep with you and he's not interested in getting to know you, it's probably because you're leading with your sexuality. So you can't be mad when he looks at you as just a garbage compactor. Like, that's what you presented yourself as, so that's what he sees you as. Or he looks at you like, oh, all she wants is money. If I give her this money, then she can give me what I want. If that's the type of transactional relationship that y'all have, it's most likely because one or both of y'all is of that mind. So when people that are not dating like that, when they come across people like that, like healthy people out here in the dating world have a hard time with people that are operating from a place of scared. Check out that video. Operating from a place of broke, operating from a place of hurt. So then you get the women on TikTok that Nicki was talking about that are sitting up there, every guy they're dealing with, or, majority of the guys that they're dealing with that they are attracted to don't want them. So then you have these black girls up here begging these men to want them, to desire them, and for some reason they're jealous of other women, and they have this mindset that men are taking care of other women. Now here's the deal. I have never in my entire life ever gone 50-50, gone 75-25, gone any of that with a man. I didn't even know that men did that. Like, I be hearing about it, but I've never seen it. And I made a video a couple years ago, and like, this is when my channel, like, I was doing the Black China stuff and my channel was popping. People were mad at me. So I had hundreds of people in the comment section like angry with the pitchforks, because I was like, only chicks that are really being asked to do 50-50 are ugly chicks that are out of shape or out of weight, overweight, low self-esteem, and daddy issues. Those are the ones that have to go 50-50 for the most part. Now, there are people who voluntarily go 50-50, but I feel like those are the ones that probably need counseling. So anyway, I did another video on that, so check that video out as well. But there are certain black women who are out here jealous that the black men that they want are out here chasing other people. So first of all, why do you want them? But anyway, second of all, let's look at this from another angle. The same way you're jealous of them women because men are, I guess, taking them out, and you believe that it has something to do with the color of their skin, or, it has to do with the fact that their proximity to whiteness. So you believe that men are catering to them because they're desirable. I don't know, the token or exotical, whatever y'all want to call it. So you believe that they're being treated better. They get the preferential treatment. So here's the deal. The same way you're looking at them women, you you run across videos every once in a while, not as common because it's kind of like a little known secret that we keep to ourselves. We don't really spread this too much. Them same girls is looking at y'all and they're jealous too. And let me explain why they're jealous. Because when a man is looking for a woman to be his forever house slave, his indentured servant for life that carries a ring, and all she has to do is housework and this and that and the other, in order to have that, to take that type of role, you have to give up a bit of your independence. And not independence in the sense of, I don't need a man, because I mean, I'm not even talking to them people. Women who feel that way, that's a whole nother crew. I ain't of that crew. I don't know anything about them. But for women that you enjoy your job, you enjoy a little bit of your freedom, you enjoy just kind of being you and having your own personality and not having to mute yourself to fit in or not ruffle the feathers of a man, you're not gonna likely get that guy. Now, that doesn't mean that you won't get a guy to take care of you. Of course you will. That's not even what this video is about. This video is specifically for the girls on there crying that men are catering to light-skinned women and other women, and they're taking care of them, and they're doing this and they're doing that, and you feel like he's only doing it because of her race. Why would you want that man anyway? What does he have to offer you? Obviously, you don't look like what he's interested in, so why are you concerned about him? Let that man go off and live his life and do what he wants to do. Like, there are other men out here. Stop being focused on the ones that don't want you and focus on the ones that are in your circle that are obtainable. That's what you focus on. Something that Nikki touched on and Kevin Samuels kind of was like not really for, in the direction of, or in support of, was like Nikki said, if you are focused on you and you're doing your thing and you got your stuff together, it does not matter who is into you, because at that point you become in a position where you pick who you want. And even though we are all not really in love with Nikki's choice, it's her choice. That's who she picked. She did what she wanted to do. She got in a position of power. She's comfortable in her own right? And then she went out and she picked the guy that she wanted. And I think when women get their self together, you work on you, and you are mentally, spiritually, financially in alignment with everything, then you never find yourself in a position where you're crying about who doesn't want you, because anybody that you want would want you, and you go out there and pick who you choose. Now, you see a lot of these women marry these athletes, and they'll be married for 10 years, 15 years, until he retires. Once he retires and the money's gone, they're gone. Or once they reach that quota, I think it's 10 years in a lot of places. Once they hit that 10-year mark, they may stay for an extra year or two, but after that, they are divorcing. They're out of there. They got their money, get that break, their head, and what? Leave. So they're doing what they came to do. They were on a mission from day one. So you're looking at it like, oh, he's taking care of her, and the athletes are picking the white women and the exoticals and all this other stupid stuff. The thing is, can you even imagine what life is like for them girls? Them girls, I mean, yeah, they get paid at the end, but they had to give up a whole bunch of themselves. They had to sell a whole bunch of that soul in order to obtain that money, because they had to be with somebody who they cared nothing about, didn't want really much to do with for 10 years or more, or until, he gets injured or he retires. They had to put up with him. They had to sleep with him. They had to take care of him. They had to give birth to his children. Like, look at Kim and Kanye. Kim could not run away from Kanye any faster than what she did. She was so over him. Can you imagine the mental anguish that you go through having to put up with somebody that you don't want to be with for that amount of time just to obtain money? So it's not all roses over there either. And I'm gonna do another video about dating different races and what I've found, like, culturally, the differences, things that make sense, things that don't. I'm gonna do a video about that, so that'll be coming to you guys soon. Who is that behind me? Okay, hey. Anyway, so while you guys are out here jealous of these women because they, are getting taken care of and they're light skinned, and not even, maybe it's like jealous, but you're allowing that to attack your self-esteem and making you feel like you're not worth anything. It's affecting your own personal self-worth and self-image. Think about the fact that, especially when we start talking about other races, how a lot of times those women are taken care of and they don't have to pay bills, but they also have to shut up when men are talking. They also have to leave out of the room when when a male friend comes to visit the house. They have to exit stage left. They have to clean and cook and cook and clean and clean and cook and cook and clean. I don't care if they're tired. I don't care if they're on their period. I don't care what they're going through. they just have a down day, if they're in the middle of watching a show and they want to finish their show, if their husband comes in, they have to jump up and they have to cater to that man. Otherwise, they face getting beat. They face not getting that allowance that they were promised, so now they can't go. They have to ask permission to take the car, if they're even allowed to get their license and drive the car. Sometimes that's not even an option. So you say you want a certain thing, but when you really look deep into it, you realize you kind of have it made, because you guys can come and go as you please, and all you need to do is stop looking at the men that don't want you and look at all the men that are there that do want you. And if you are somebody who is of this mind that you can only date a man that has your same complexion, he has to be black, he has to look like you, because for some reason you have this thought that makes y'all more relatable, you need to get over it. But if you do feel that way, I want to understand why. Get down in the comments and let me know why. And it can't be because, oh, we share similar experiences. No, you don't. No, you don't. That's not true. You don't share a similar experience with someone just because you guys are the same color. And I'm gonna tell you, I have been a black American woman for most of my life, and there's only one man, actually there's two, that I've ever encountered that understood how my brain works. One of them, he does so many drugs, like he just has a lot of demons that he's battling, so we would never work. And the other one, he's dead. So that just goes to show you, like, and only one of them was black. So sharing the same color does not mean that you guys walk the same path. And if you're in search of that trauma bond that matches you, and that right there is the problem within itself. Comment down below and let me know what y'all think, and we will do this again next time.